Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on my Minecraft Survival Single Player World. In the last episode, we created this building and I quite like it. We've also detailed it, pretty nice. And actually for this episode, I don't think we should do another building because we have quite a few buildings here which don't have interiors. This building, no interior. Let's go over here in this building's no interior. And over here, if you have a look at the building, no interior. I mean, this one got like a little bit of an interior. It's not that well made, but it's still an interior. Um, so we can improve that. This one's got no interior, really, except for that side. Whoa, creeper, scared me. Okay, well, except for a little bit of that side, which we're gonna finish up. This build got a decent interior, but we can make it better. Put some cauldrons in, put some certain blocks in, make it much better. These buildings no interior, and this building we need to finish up because I'd really like to finish up this build. All we really need to do is just finish the top floor. You can also just do small details on the floor, like put a flower pot there with flower in it, put some barrels up here, put an enchanting table, and then finish the chandelier and clean up this part. Also, we have to make sure those windows look still not poking out of that. Anyway, so the first build that I really wanted to do is the one that we were building in the last episode, which was this build, where there seems to be a creeper in here. I don't know how did he even get in there. I don't have my bow on me. This is not good. Anyway, so after this episode, I was thinking that he probably spawned in there. I was thinking that this is episode 17, I believe, right? It's episode 17. Yeah, so then in the next episode, in episode 18, we will be going to the end. That's the plan anyway. Maybe let's go around here. Maybe let's open the door over here. Okay, there we go. Come on, come on. Okay, there you go. He's out, he's out. Alright, we need to get him away from the builds. Here, come on, come on. Come over here. And I come into the water so that if I do kill you, if you do explode, then you can blow up anything. Actually, you know what? You can just do the normal. Just kill. I'm not gonna be too scared this time. And there we go. So we killed them. Now, before we continue the rest of that inside of the build, let's quickly light that place up because we had a creeper in there. And the creeper is the worst of the mobs when it comes to building. Okay, anyway, we need to put a lantern there and a lantern there. Also put one up, there. Pretty good, pretty nicely lit up. Let's see if there's anywhere else. We need to fill this place up with flowers as well. That's the thing. We need to grab some flowers. Hey, let me grab some materials actually, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I've gathered a few materials. There's a couple materials here. You can also start planting in some of these items that I gathered. Put that in there. We can put in that there. So we got the flower pots filled out over here. Pretty nice looking. I also need some vines to hang off of these leaves, but the closest jungle is quite a ways away over there. Well, remember if you saw episode 1, we actually went through a jungle and that was in that about direction. I think we have a swamp close by as well, but that's also a little bit far away. So I don't think I should get any right now. Like it would take a while for me to get some. I mean, if if I really dedicated right now, I'd get it. But we can add those vines in at any time really. So there's not too much going on. Also, let's quickly grab some leaves. I think I left them in here. I'd also want to put one more leaf block over here. So it looks like an arch. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Also, we need to decorate this roof, the ceiling, or whatever you would like to call it. So first, let's make this nice looking. There you go. We have to fill in these gaps. And there we go. That's quite nice. Also, let's quickly go to sleep down here. This is the bench design that I showed you in the last episode. If you've not watched the last episode, please go check it out. Alright, let's back a box of apples over here. Anyway, so if we come over here, we need to, like I was saying, we need to decorate the roof. Also, I'm not too sure, are these lamps too low down, or, I mean, this is okay height for lamps, really. Also, we need to block off this side of the room. So we need to get a good wall design. Oh, we can't really come through here, right? Oh, we can. Okay, so we need to get good wall design. And I was thinking, what should we do here? We should maybe use, maybe we should just do a sandstone wall over here. You know, yeah, that's probably look quite nice. And let's put in. I think basically, actually, this is basically done for me. This build. You can put in a couple ladders here and there, but but it doesn't look too good actually. Also, oops, destroyed that block. Yeah, so I think this build is done. We just added those, build those plant pots up, and then this pretty good looking. We can leave an empty plant pot there, you know. And oh yeah, the ceiling. That's what I was talking about. The ceiling. Oh, we can't fit those in there. Maybe we put some like there, some trapdoors there, and one trapdoor there. So it looks like this section is kind of like detailed, and then this section is, you know, because raising of the glass. Because otherwise we could put some trapdoors on this side, but they wouldn't look that nice because it's stopped in the middle for these lanterns, and then you couldn't put them here because this is, I'll go down there because it's a slab, and that's the top slab, so you can't place it down there. So I think this build already looks pretty good. I don't think we should change it that much. Quite like the look of it. Also, I just noticed that's a spruce fence, and then that's an oak fence. I did not notice that. I mean, it might look okay if it was just spruce and oak. Like, it kind of looked normal. Like, it looked like one of those fences were damp with water and the other one wasn't. Like one of them was dry. Okay, so now that we got this interior of that side done, we just need to finish up this side. So let's pull out my sandstone. Oh, I got my sandstone either down in my terraforming over here. Yeah, I got it down in my terraforming. So I'll just quickly grab those. I'll just do that on camera quickly because it won't take me that long. And here we go. So let's grab some sandstone. We should also get some smooth sandstone to make it look, you know, a little bit clean and textured. Uh, you know, we shouldn't always use one type of block when you're doing a build, otherwise it gets very boring. Let's see what else should we do. Grab our interior. Let's quickly also grab some bones because I want to grow some trees, like, and so we can get some wood and do the floor of that build. Also, I was thinking we should start using more of the nether blocks, the new 1.16.2 blocks, which are, I mean, the best ones for me, the best looking ones are probably the blackstone, but I don't really see any way where we can incorporate blackstone into these builds, maybe other than armory, where I can see blackstone will be used like to look as, you know, like some, you know, some like coal or something. But we've got coal blocks, you know, which look more authentic. So I'm not really too sure about what to put there. So anyway, also I'd like to just quickly grab some oak wood, and I like to quickly finish off this little design up here. Here we go. That looks pretty nice. I could also do on this side. Should I do on this side? Yeah, look, it'll make the build look more complete, I'd say. So let's go like that. One, two. Let's see. Let's see if it looks way better. Okay, let's say if you came in, you walked in. Uh, I don't know if that actually looks better here. I think we'll leave it actually empty on this side. Yeah, I like the look of that being empty. Yeah. Also, I should put an item frame with like a clock in there or something. Anyway, so let's do this side of the build quickly. Let's come over here, and once we're done with this side, I'll quickly just do this wall, and let's just quickly do this. I'll do this wall, and I'll just tell you guys that like I can do most of this stuff by myself. I'll just explain the layout, and then I'll build the actual interior by myself off camera, and then after I'll show you how I did what I built. So let's just quickly do this. Do I have any of those wood on me? No, I don't. I mean, I can just use spruce planks, and then you can go like this up here. Yeah, that looks not too bad. Or you can use oak planks depending on the floor is gonna be up here. Okay, anyway, yeah, so we got the wall in. Let's see if it looks good on the other side, and if so, I can start build on this side, and show you guys interior after that. So how does this look? Yeah, that looks not too bad. You can't really tell there that it's, like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. All right, so I'll start work on this side of the interior, and should we do a time lapse? Yeah, it's a very small interior. No, I don't think we should do a time lapse. If we're gonna do a time lapse, we'll probably do it on this interior. Or that's the only other build I'm thinking about for today. This one, and maybe we can finish up the bookstore. Those are the ones I'm thinking about. Anyway, so I'll start interior on this. I'll see you guys after. So guys, I finished up the interior of the little flower shop over there. Also, we got our visitor. Where was he? Here, the wandering trader. He was actually in here a moment ago. Uh, looked like he was buying books, so he was like browsing bookshelves. Anyway, I just bought some sand from him quickly. It seems like he wants to come back in. No, he doesn't. Okay. Um. Anyway, so he just browsing the bookshelves. I bought some sand from him over here because it was a decent trade. Not really much else, which is quite good. I can buy some pufferfish if I want. No, let's just do it. Let's buy one pufferfish. Oh, I accidentally bought two. Okay, anyway. On looks like we got a big tree. I've never actually grown a big tree. Now that I thought about it. Anyway, so let me show you the interior of this place, of this pillow here. I've added this little, I don't know what you call it, but it's a little overhang bit, a little shade over here on the side of the build. We've got our llamas down there. Anyway, so if you come down in here, we've got some general storage over here. Got like a little shelf with books on it, and we got a cabinet, like a bookshelf cabinet. So it looks like this is like supposed to be like these top drawers. Or let me demonstrate. Would be like closed like this, all of them. So it'll look like it'll be like a closed cabinet. But I put them on this side so it looks like it's fully open. Also, it looks quite weird when it's closed. So this looks pretty nice. We got a little desk over here, and I like how the window is elevated a little bit, so that you can actually see out the window, but it'll give in some natural light, which is quite nice. Anyway, so if you go up the ladder to the next floor, I put in these nice torch design things. Uh, Basically, the trapdoor in the item frame is there to look like it holds up the torch. Got one on this side as well, and over here the windows are actually on the level of your face, so you can actually look out, which is quite nice. We got the contrast. You can not look out those windows, but you can look out these windows. We've also got like an empty shelf over here, which is a lantern. It looks like it's just empty, very nice difference. We usually pack our shelves and stuff. We've got a little light design over here. We've got a clock. We've got a little bit of a desk, and another different style bookshelf cabinet, or whatever you like to call it, an open bookshelf. And then we've got some storage over here, as well as the bed. And I think that's not too shabby. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Um, we also added in this, log pillar over here, not pillar, support log over here. Looks quite nice. I can't really put in like a trapdoor over here or a stair over here or a slab over here because it will block the window. But I don't think this interior looks too bad. So that's pretty good. But now that the video is already probably about 15-20 minutes long, I think we should quickly just finish off and do this interior over here. We'll do a time lapse here, and I hope you guys gonna enjoy this one. So see you later. Also, I should probably take off my armor when I do these things because it gets too itchy in there. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, also because it just takes up my whole skin. I want to show you my new suit. Anyway, let's get into the time lapse. welcome back everyone from that time lapse. I hope you guys enjoyed it as usual. And we did quite a few things in the time lapse. Well, not quite a few actually, just a couple of things now that I think about it. And also, for once, I got my armor off, like I was saying before. We should try and take my armor off more and do these kind of things so that I don't look so big and chunky and stuff, and that you can see my skin properly, because that's the main reason that I've got this skin, so you can see it. It's an original skin that I made. Anyway, here we go. We've gone the first interior that I did on the time lapse, which is the armory. I did a couple of things, like after the time lapse, which is just add this little pipe or whatever from the blast furnace. I wanted to add one on this side, but they would kind of connect weirdly, so I just put like a flower pot to look like, I don't know, some sort of steam nozzle or something. I hang some chains around as well after the time lapse. But as you can see in the time lapse, you've got these furnaces that we put down. What is black stone, but it's supposed to look like coal, like a pile of coal here. I wanted to actually use coal blocks, but I'm too poor. But the plus of blackstone is that actually you can have blackstone stairs and blackstone slabs, so you can make little piles of what could be coal in the corners and stuff. We got another anvil in here because even though we got the main workstation out here, of where you're gonna cut. What you can do is you can maybe cut down these like stones and stuff to get the iron, and you can heat it up so that the iron is just like raw by itself, and you can, I don't know, you can maybe use a little bit of this anvil, or like you cut it, you can use a little bit of this anvil if you need to, just to get a rough shape. Then you can come back in here, and this is kind of where the refining happens. You can make the tools over here, the armor or whatever. You can you can heat it further or whatever to break into smaller pieces and stuff like that. We've got also a little chest and some wood over here, which you could probably use as a different source of fuel instead of the coal. Anyway, I'm rambling on for too long. I've also added this desk here for when the customers want to buy the armor, and we've got like a little um, storage unit over here. We got a little closet over here, so we got some armor stands which the armor would use to display his products. We got the chest and the note blocks, like I said, which look like crates, which you tried in the last episode, I think. And we got this ladder here, which is hidden up to the next floor, but we didn't do much on this floor because I don't know what to put here. If we do like a living quarters for the armorer, then we could decorate this later. But the roof, like I kind of made the roof like a bit weird, as you saw up there. Like this had to come up a little bit, and then over here you have to make it a little bit weird. But it looks like temporary boarding. But from the top floor, it kind of looks a bit weird. Maybe you can just put an extra ladder, a few ladders here, and then you can raise the floor. But then it'll weird out the windows. So there's just I'm not too sure whether to put anything up here. But you can't really tell that there's a second floor other than from the outside, and we can pretend like you know this goes up there and there's a secret way to get to it. Plus, I would like to have stairs in this place, but it's a bit cramped. Plus, I'm trying to make my interiors cramped because I want to feel it like every space is taken up, which I quite like. And also like how you just got like a separate cabinet here, a separate like closet. Anyway, so then the next interior that we did was over here, the bookstore. We did a couple things over here. I don't know if I showed this in the time lapse. Can't remember. We got a little shelf and a little lectern. Like I think I put the lectern in here before. Ham pot, some storage, some more storage over here at the end. Then if you come up, we've got the barrels lining all the sides over here, like I explained before. We've got a little shelves at the top there to make the windows look more natural. They look a bit chunky still, but they look more natural. We've got the enchanting setup over here. We got a little like filing cabinet design over here. I just threw this together. I wanted to place a light on top of there, but you couldn't really. Also, I think the light level over here is like 7, yeah, so mobs can spawn here. So I need to find a way to try and put like a light over here in this little area, so that mobs can't spawn. And if I place one up there, it's still around 7 over here, so I can't really do much. Anyway, so now We also added these little shelves up here. You can't really place much on them because they're top doors. I wish you could place stuff on top doors. That'd just make the world way better in the Minecraft world. Anyway, we've got a little pile of chests over here. We've got our little, little, whatchamacallit, desk thing over here with a map. I mean, I wish you could see the inside as well of these places, but you can't. But anyway, we got a cartography table that was there before. We added flowers into the flower pots. We got some lecterns around as well. And these lecterns are really good because you can put books in them and we can just write some stuff. And also you can have some later on when we have the villager trading hall. I'm just gonna let some villagers roam around here. They're not gonna be like used villagers. It's gonna be like an infinite of supply coming out from my villager trader once we're done with the villager uh yeah with the villager hall. And I when I mean villager trader I meant villager breeder. Anyway, so basically once the villager trading hall is done, the villager breeder will be connected to some chute that will bring the villagers up here. So there's an infinite supply of villagers just walking around here, look like normal civilians. Whereas they won't, even though they'll become librarians and live in these houses and sleep in the beds, I won't actually use them. The ones that I'll use will be in the designated place that no one will see down in the villager training hall. But it'll look like when you fly by eventually with a elytra and so on, we can see that it looks like there's people living in this place. Anyway, I think that's going to be it from this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a different thing. We're not doing any like different part of like a farm type thing. We're not doing a building type thing. Also, we added the chandelier, which I think looks pretty. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's not too shabby tabby cat, not too shabby tabby cat, but it looks pretty decent. So it's my own design. I just threw it together. Like I thought a hopper would work nicely, and then I put some like fence gates and some fences, and then some chains and some lanterns, and I mean it works. So it's pretty good. Also, I might make it so that these lamps are variated at different heights. Maybe that might make it look more like much better. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. That's a very scary piece. Bye bye.